Now the question, the million dollar question is, how the hell do I prepare for this? And let's talk about that in the next slide. So introductory question, entry questions, entry things that you need to do, not questions really. No, there's no better way than practice, feedback, practice. What you need to do, as you know, is you need to enter, greet, say hello, sir, hello, Arun, sir, how am I doing? How are you doing? All well this morning. Hope you had a good night's sleep. This is the first time. And if you are an online, you need to ask questions like, "Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear? Can you see me properly? Can we thank you so much for your time?" And there's no better way than to keep practicing this. So practice, take feedback from someone knowledgeable, and practice again. That's the best way of having preparing for well for a great entry. And entry is important because we all know first impressions count, and entry is your first impression without even talking a word. Then you need to prepare for introductory questions, and those questions are tell me about yourself. There are three basic questions. Tell me about yourself, why should we hire you, and tell me your strengths and weaknesses. So the way to prepare for this is to look at the JD more than your CV. Analyze your JD to find what attributes, skills, and knowledge are they looking for, right? KAS. Knowledge, attitude, and skills. KAS. Knowledge, attitude, and skills are they looking for. And then you see which of these you have. You have either listed in the CV, or if you might have forgotten to list in your CV. So make a list of those. And the process that I encourage you to do is to look at the JD, print it down, and underscore what is important, what are they looking for, and what you have, and so that you know what are you going to talk about. And these become, pick 5 or 6 of them. These becomes your strongest pitch point. And these 5 6 points that they are looking for and what you have, and you can talk confidently with a lot of substantiation that you can do, should be your pitching point, should be your answers to those 3 questions. Which questions? Tell me about yourself. Why should we hire you? What are your strengths and weaknesses? And practice, feedback, practice till you get it right. So that's important. So these introductory questions actually decide your fate after making a good entry to what kind of further questions will happen. So it's important to get them right. Then you need to prepare for role and CV based questions. More role based CV you would know yourself. So again, read the JD carefully, as we said in the previous part of this slide. Write down answers to each of these questions if you can. In short, don't need to write a PhD thesis or a long kind of a answers. Quickly write down some points and answer those questions. And more by bullet points really. And then again, what? Practice, feedback, practice till you get it right. So now, by now you know the introductory questions. You can answer the role and CV based question. So get ready, and assuming that you get these answers right, why not get ready for those closing questions? So what kind of closing questions? So if they say, hey, do you have any questions? What kind of questions can you ask? And you need to see this question is really not to put them on a mat, but get liked again. Remember, if you want to do well in interview, there are 2 things. One, you must get liked. And second, you must tell them what you have, and you must convince them that you are the right person. So this question is again one question where you can get likes. So you need to kind of portray and ask questions that can make sure that you are interested in contributing to the company, working for the company, and you want to know how to do that. So your questions could be, what does it take to be successful in the company? What opportunity one gets to contribute to the company and growth? How does one grow further in the company? The whole emphasis is not anything on my location or what CTC can I get or what can I become. So you need to ask specifically about how can you do well for the company, not for so much as for yourself. Give your genuine answers to other closing questions, like what CTC do you expect? Where do you want to be located? Right? What is the CTC you are expecting? When can you join? So give genuine answer. Genuineness is one critical piece in doing well. Why? Because the recruiter, who one of them probably will be the person that you're going to work with, would the most important thing between you and him will be the trust. The question will be, can he or she trust you? And how do you build trust is by answering genuinely. And that's one very important thing that you need to do. Then some common areas. And as I was saying, say genuinely nice things to get liked. In between, when you're answering all this question, if there's a question that you feel kind of stumped and you need time to think, say, wonderful question, sir, great question. Give me a little bit of time to think. And take your time to think, answer the question. If they're asking a question and they've given you some good feedback, say thank you so much for that positive encouragement, sir. So as much appreciation genuinely that you can do, you will get liked more, and your chances of getting selected will keep increasing. Another thing is to build trust is to know what to answer and what to not to answer. There may be questions that you know answers of. You can answer them, so you can thank them. So that's a good question, and this is what I think. Then there could be questions on the side that you have absolutely no idea, and you can say that's a great question, sir, and I don't have any idea of that. If you want, I can make some guesses, but that only be guesses, sir. And there may be some question that you partly know the answer. So you say, hey, sir, I think I know partly the answer. Please let me know if that I'm answering right. And that's the way you can build trust and confidence. And in the entire process of this interview, you need to be relaxed and confident. Naturally, you would be a bit nervous, but feel to be relaxed. Sit in a posture that makes you more relaxed. Obviously, not sprawling down on the chair completely, or not even standing up on a chair, actually, literally, right? And feel confident, because confidence is what wins the race.